Hey guys, it's Kathy. So a late night December 26th stream. December 26th is my birthday. Today's my birthday. So I thought, I should do a stream. I should do a stream today. So I'm going to. And I have the perfect one to start with. I did not DUI tonight. I don't mean it's perfect because I was driving around drunk. I was a passenger drunk. So there's a difference. But we got a guy DUI. Now, I have, I don't know how many minutes it is, 20 minutes long, of this guy who's just chilling, crazy, and drunk. But the things he says is chilling and he laughs about it. But I can get more if you want it. So I got like where he was pulled over, but it's like 2 hours long. And it's 2 hours long of this guy just saying the same things over and over and over again. You get what he says here because he says it all right here in this video while they're at the station. He's he's scary. He's a scary guy, let me tell you. And then of course we have more court craziness, definitely. But let's start with the DUI guy. Yeah, here we go.
Fantastic, sir. Edibles are.
Yes.
What's your last name, Walter?
Camp. CAMP.
Yeah, so you look right at the camera 3 times, said, I'm Walter Camp, and I'm going to kill Deputy Roddy, I'm the boogeyman. And then he said he's going to kill your dog, too.
You're actually dead. You don't exist no more, Roddy.
Okay.
So go home and kiss your wife and say goodbye.
Okay.
Thank you. I can't refuse that one, man. You're dead. I can't help it. I'm sorry. You've gone too far.
Okay.
I would like to save your life, but I can't.
Well, you said in the car that you would offer, if he gave you his wife and his house, that you might let him live. You taking that offer away?
No.
So that's still,
Yeah.
offer's still on the table?
You can't have them. You can just kill me.
Okay.
It's all good.
What about finding out where his kids go to school so you can kill him there?
I will do that, yeah.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not. We'll see.
I think that's a mean one to do.
Well, I'm not a bad person. I'm just trying to make things right. But I do eliminate bad people.
What's your current address?
It's on my license.
Do you still live in Lynn Haven?
It's on my license.
I'm asking, do you still live in Lynn Haven?
It's on my license.
So, okay.
It's on my license.
All right. Do you have a current address?
It's on my
Just came from
license.
Washington. Like, do you have a current address?
It's on my license.
Okay. Do you live there?
It's on my license.
Sorry, I'm asking a very direct question. Do you
I
live
just
at that-
answered you very directly. It's on
No,
my
you didn't.
fucking license.
That's not my
Are you a
question.
fucking idiot?
That's not my question.
My question answer is, are you a fucking idiot?
Okay. Do you have an address?
I just answered you 5 fucking times.
Do you live at that address? Is my question.
That's none of your fucking business, is it?
It's 100% my business.
No, it isn't.
I'm asking for information that I need to complete your citation.
It's none of your fucking business, sir.
I'm asking for information.
It's
to
none of
complete
your fucking
citation.
business, sir.
Okay, sir, I need your address.
It's none of your
to complete-
fucking business, sir.
We'll try to add that one again.
It's on my fucking license, idiot. Well, I just answered you 5 times. Now you're just an idiot. Don't you understand? It's on the fucking license.
All right. You said 04?
Yeah.
704?
Yeah.
So now this video ain't getting monetized.
You know, I thought you guys were like in college prepped and everything. You have to be in college prepped to be a sheriff. So why are you such a fucking idiot? That's my question, sir.
Control 1.
Can I get my arrest time, please? I'm gonna need all this time, John. No, I only need arrest time.
You need to source it. Are you putting my name on there for?
I'll put mine. Or what do you mean? For the B2? Oh, no, I put mine for the B2. Are you?
Well, I mean, I just write it to him. I guess it doesn't matter. You're the
For
one
the.
that.
Yeah, for this, I'll do the BTO. I'm gonna do the refusal.
Now, John, don't take my misdemeanor towards him, towards you. We are good. He's an asshole.
Okay.
Make the distinction.
What was the arrest on?
1742.
Okay. What's 1742?
Can you finish the 20 minute while I go
Yeah.
do the citation real quick? I'm gonna leave my camera running.
Mine's on too.
We'll see ya. Kiss your wife goodbye.
I'll see you in 3 minutes.
Well, I won't see you in 6 months. I'm giving him a chance, John, to say goodbye. That's decent of me, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a nice thing to do, Walter.
Well, in the field, we don't let people say goodbye. But in reality, I'm giving them a chance, John. That's all I can do.
I'll get brought at headquarters. The RPC is staying by the elevators.
You seen The Deer Hunter? The movie? The Deer Hunter. 1978.
Probably not. I don't think
Well,
so.
he's from Pennsylvania. They go deer hunting. One shot, one kill. I only need one shot, John. From 2,000 yards, try to find me, brother. Try to find me. I can be off the island before you even find out he's not here.
Makes sense.
Think about that, John.
Hey, Walter, so like I read in that thing, so your license is going to be suspended for 1 year, okay?
It's not going to happen, John, but go ahead.
Okay, well, your lawyer, they can do whatever they can do, but for right now, until you talk to your lawyer, if they're able to do something where you can get a license again, just so you know it's going to be suspended, unless your lawyer...
Good luck with that, John.
Okay, well, I'm just trying to let you know, Walter.
There you go, John. I know the law.
Okay.
I know the law.
Well, we just suspended it in the system, okay?
It doesn't matter, John. Good luck with that.
Okay, well, Walter, I'm just trying to let you know, okay?
Thank you.
I don't want you to...
Thank you,
drive with a
John.
suspended
Thank you, John.
license.
My license will be submitted for a year. He's got 6 months to live. Think about that, John. He'll be dead before my license comes back. Isn't that funny? I think that's funny, John.
Yeah?
In 6 months, he'll be dead. And it doesn't matter, John. Does it? Does it really matter? It doesn't matter, John. People die every day. You do what you gotta do, John. You see, I don't need a lawyer. Because I may kill that guy. You understand? It's that simple. We don't need a lawyer for killing. There you go. We don't need a lawyer. I can be on a boat in the fucking ocean and kill him right here. And and he'll be in your front driveway, and he'll be dead, and I'll be in the Virgin Islands. So there you go.
I thought it was, what did you say, Montana or Minnesota?
Well, it doesn't matter where I am, John. I'm gonna be on the run, so I'm
Like
gonna
the
kill him.
boogeyman in thin air.
What matters is that I'm gonna kill that motherfucker. That's what matters, John.
Okay.
Where I'm gonna be after that is none of your business.
4118 through your contact for today.
Thank you, Finally.
Thank you, Frank. So you could have back into the follow-up.
And you'll be alive, John, because I like you.
Well, thank you, Walter. I like
Otherwise,
that.
you'd be dead too, John. You see, I'm sparing your life, John.
Well, thank you, Walter.
You're
I appreciate
welcome.
that.
You're welcome. You see, I know you're filming right now.
Mhm.
I know that. And it's audio and visual. And guess what, John? I'll be out of the country right after I kill him. You won't find me in the world. I have a passport. I got many passports.
I wish I could do.
You have no idea, John, who I am, do you? You
I wish I could
still
disappear
do
like
not
that.
know who I am. And you will find out when that motherfucker's dead. Then you'll say, that dude was for real, and I didn't listen.
Mm-hmm.
There you go, John. Because that motherfucker is dead. Put my name on his gravestone. Killed by Walter Camp. Because that motherfucker's dead. That's all I gotta say. Thank you. You gotta be polite, John. When we kill people, we always smile and say, thank you. I'm sorry I took your life, but God bless. That's all there is, John. You see, because God will sort it out. We just kill them. We let God sort them out. If he's a bad man, he won't make it there, John. But if he's not, he'll be in hell. And you don't have to worry about it, John, because you only have, he's a piece of shit. Why not? He can take my license. He can take my car. And I'm going to take his life. For
Okay.
it. You got my word on this, John. Look at me, John. Look at me. He's dead.
Okay, Walter.
You understand me?
Yeah.
Did I make that very clear?
Yeah.
Thank you.
District 1, Kathleen, this is Citizen Avenue, Diaz and Bravo. ERP is requesting to make a report. Something happened a few months ago.
Mary, what's
Thank you, 24.
And John, I won't be pulling the trigger, by the way.
Gonna be someone else.
Well, we got peoples. You heard about peoples?
Peoples?
Peoples.
Nah, I don't know what that is, Walter.
That means we got peoples that would do me a favor. And I'll do them a favor later on. So I can be in Australia when it happens. You know what I mean? It's an Italian thing, John. If you don't have peoples, you don't have nothing, John. If you don't have people who love people, John. See, if people don't love people, then we gotta get rid of them. You understand me? It's a government thing. It's above your head. It's above your pay grade. If you're a bad cop, they'll tell me to take you out. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
And guess what, John? When that happens, when you're authorized to take somebody out, I can shoot you right in the head, right here, right outside, and put my gun down and said, call the FBI, call the CIA, because they authorized me to kill you. You understand me? You don't understand, do you, John?
I got you, Walter.
Well, there you go, John. So that guy don't stand a chance, because I can hit him from 1,500 yards away, John, without even blinking an eye. And I got all winter to do it. I'm not going anywhere, John. I got all winter to do it, dude. Merry Christmas. I get a DUI, so supposedly, and he gets dead. Not a very good deal, John. I wouldn't trade that for nothing. I would not trade a DUI for my life for nothing. But he did. So there you go. God bless you. Peace.
So does he have like a ponytail or something back there? What's going on at the back of his
I want
head?
you to call the Key West captain, that highest dude in Key West. Call him right now. He knows me.
Which one, man?
You call him.
I don't know which one you're talking about.
You do.
I don't.
Well, then you're not cooperating, are you? I'm cooperating with you, John. Why are you cooperating with me?
I really don't know which one you're talking about, though. They switch around all
The
the time.
police chief in Key West. Call him right now.
The police.
You don't have
chief.
that number?
I really don't have the police chief's
Then
phone number.
you're just fucking me, John, because you do.
I don't have the sheriff's number. I don't have the police
You
chief's
don't-
number. I don't have the colonel. I don't have the
Do
lieutenant
you
colonel.
realize that I've been around the fucking military and fucking pleading for all my life, and you do have these numbers, so quit fucking with me, John.
Walter, there's a chain of command I go through. I talk to my sergeant.
Yes, I want you to call the Key West captain right now.
Police
I
of
swear to
chief.
God, Walter, I don't talk to those people. I have to go through my chain of command.
Well, then do it.
I already talked to my sergeant. He knows.
Well, do it right now.
He knows you're in custody.
Tell the sergeant to call the Key West commander right now.
Karen, Karen, Karen.
Wake him up. Get him in his home.
Can't do that right now, Walter.
Well, then you're not helping me, are you, John? He knows me personally. He knows my situation. He knows who I am. You do not, John. He might even save that asshole's life, because he can dismiss everything that you did to me, and I'll just accept that and move on.
Nice guy.
He might be able to talk me on not killing him.
Mike, Walter,
Yes, sir.
I got some citation for you to sign.
I'm not signing nothing.
Perfect. I came prepared.
I love
There you
him.
All right. So,
Call the commander right now, though.
no.
No.
Yeah.
So I charge you with DUI.
You can charge me with whatever you want. Charge me with pissing in the street and
Okay, let me talk.
cussing at the girl at
DUI.
the crossing guard and everything else.
DUI.
Of course.
Reckless driving.
Yeah, of
Re-
course.
refusing to
Fucking
sign both of those
and I
citations.
refuse. And don't forget, fuck you.
Okay.
Did you put fuck you on there?
No, I'll make a note.
Well, make another citation that said I said fuck you.
Okay.
Okay.
Disobeying a no passing sign.
Well,
and
that's close
I
enough.
am gonna give you a warning for speed.
No, well, now I want you to write me a citation for fuck you. Okay. I want you to write it up right now because I want it in court. Fuck you.
Okay.
Thank
I
you.
didn't do anything else.
Fuck you. Thank you.
I think you separate.
Thank you very much.
So the video and audio split a little bit here, and it's his body cam video and audio that's split. So there's nothing I can do about it. But this guy, when he pulled him over, the officer told him, lift up your shirt to see if he had any license. This guy lifted up his shirt and then pulled his pants down and had nothing on underneath his shorts. So I was wondering if he was gonna charge him with that, but he didn't.
They didn't time out.
Write it up. Write it up. I want to wrote up that I said fuck you, and you're charging me with it. You charged me with fuck you. Thank you.
There's a few things.
I really want that.
Hi, Darcy.
Write it up. I want to see that in court. No, actually, I want fuck you on the report. There you go. Yeah, and make sure you write fuck you on there.
I think either one would be fine.
Why not? You got plenty of other shit. Ryan Wells.
Oh, I got plenty of shit.
There you go. So write up that the I said, and I quote on camera, fuck you, motherfucker, because you're an asshole. There you go.
You want to know what I charge you with, or?
I don't want to know because I will see you in court.
Whiskey, Delta, 26, HSWD, 26.
It's not even gonna. I'll be dismissed in like 3 days.
I doubt it.
Well, we'll see, fuckhead. You're a fuckhead. You don't know nothing. You're just a fucking sheriff. What do you know? You don't know nothing. There you go. Make sure you write me up. Fuck you.
All right, I will.
Thank you.
Don't worry.
And make sure I said fuck you, thank you.
Well, at least you did it polite.
I'm polite. Fuck you.
I like it.
I like it too. I'm a very polite guy, but fuck you.
You're very polite.
You're lucky I don't catch you on the street because I'll kick your ass. And if I do see you on the street, I will kick your ass and take your gun off you and probably kill you. So do not see me on the street. I warn you. See, I know who you are. So I know you're armed.
I can be vulgar.
So I will take you down and kill you before you can pull your fire. Before you can pull your firearm, you will be dead. You understand me?
Yes. 100%. Yes.
There you go.
Quote this.
Before you can pull your firearm, you will be dead.
Pretty
Thank you.
fast.
There you go.
I'm pretty fast at it.
Well, from 1,500 yards, see how fast you can be from 1,500 yards when a bullet right in your head. I don't care how fast you are. From 1,500 yards away, draw, baby, draw. Yeah, draw. You'll be dead before you can clear your holster. And I'm being nice, John. So you see, we don't have to be angry. I just kill you. I can smile and kill you. Hey, look at this. I can smile and say, you're dead. How's that, brother? I love you, man, but you're dead. You fucked up, dude.
Thanks,
You
Amanda.
fucked up. The one person that you could let go, you did not. You made it an issue, and now you will die. And I'll be in the Bahamas or Virgin Islands sipping a margarita when it happens. There you go. You got my confession. Woo! There. You got it on tape, video, and everything, dude. You're going to be dead in 6 months, so who cares? Doesn't matter.
So I watched a bit of the of when he was pulled over and everything, and this guy was horrible. He said horrible things about this officer's family, about what he was going to do to his kids. This is a canine unit, so this officer had a dog with him. Oh my gosh, this guy kept threatening the dog with horrible things over and over and over again. He just couldn't get the dog out of his mind. It was long. You know, that's the best I could say for it. You got the gist here. I can post the rest if you guys want, but you did. You got the gist. So let's go. Let's go out of the field. That was my crystal ball. We're gonna see him. I get very, very, very few Florida feeds. I'm not gonna lie. I can try to get him. I don't know where he is. I'll do my best. But let's go with some crazy courtness like we're used to. Let's go back into our own territory. He was Pope. Wasn't he creepy? Like when he said he's gonna shoot you and then he like cackled. That was creepy. You weren't expecting it. You know, I would not be surprised if they found out there's like 17 bodies in his backyard. They should check. We should check. Let's all get shovels and check. It's our civic duty. Anyway, all right, off to court.
Wait, you need to pay me a fine?
Can you just hold the iPad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never thought to be.
We're gonna do court right here.
Don't tell me I'm gonna go to court for 8 days. What? Let me talk. Tell me what's going on. Yes, sure. I did not research. I need glasses.
You don't have to read anything.
What's going on?
Nothing's going on yet. We're waiting for the judge to come on.
I saw it going to I did 10 days. If you want me to pay some fine, I will.
Okay.
I paid $500.
Okay.
Now right now, when I get up, I got money, now here.
This guy was found competent in September. So he's competent.
This is beautiful. I was a terrible.
What?
Huh?
You said that the jail is beautiful?
This is jail. I think you are beautiful.
Oh.
Be ugly. And the motherfucker, you, the motherfucker, you and these people.
Mm-hmm.
He talking something about something that he don't have to. I don't need a lawyer for this shit, sir. I can go get my own lawyer next week. Or you know, I already paid for this, but I have to pay more. So that I paid $500 or $1,000 a month and make it pay this. Like $100 a month.
Oh, I gotta tell you, this judge is in a mood too. This judge is in a mood. The rest of the court cases, she is in a mood. She's like, I don't even know how to describe it.
Oh shit, dude. I did my time for this, dude. Well, you know, this guy don't like me. He said, hey, I tell you again, you got water. If I ask you people for the seer, you see, I get to see my friend. It can be what.
All right, Madam Clerk says we're ready to go.
Yes, we are ready.
Okay.
I can't hear you.
And where are we starting?
This is Mr. Gilbert Abreu Barreto, 380142623. Our office had asked to have him evaluated under 1077. He was out of custody.
What?
And
You ain't talking to me, sir. What is it?
hold on one second, Mr. Abreu.
Why you don't come to see me here?
I saw that he had been evaluated recently in, I forgot what court it was, and they determined that he was able to proceed. But based on my conversations with him today, I'm asking to have him evaluated still.
Okay.
Hi, Bill.
And probable cause was previously found on January 25th, I think, 23. Does the city have any objection to, well, I guess it's already been ordered, but switching it to an in-custody evaluation?
Yeah, I don't have anything to add. I did see that he was found competent in September. Bainbridge, I think is what that is.
Yeah.
I don't have any input into the discussion now. Obviously, I don't know this person. I would defer to Mr. Ionati's representations and observations and no objection.
Objection, Your Honor. This is being paid, but I can pay some fine if they release me.
Mr. Abreu, the problem is you don't come back to court.
No, well, it's not a big deal. Hey, listen, Your Honor, I went to, after that, I went to jail. How they released me? Because I was so far away and so complicated for me. But they went to jail after that, Your Honor, and they don't talk about that. And then one time the police told me like 6 months ago, and they told me, and but I think I already paid for it. To tell you the truth, Your Honor.
Okay, well, I'm going to keep bail at the amount of $500, and we'll set this. We'll set this over for an evaluation.
The what? No, I don't need no evaluation. I need my freedom. I don't need no evaluation.
That's my motto.
Your Honor.
Unfortunately,
I don't need no evaluation, no due time for this thing, because you guys don't pay me for the free time I did for free. And I already been paid for this too much.
We will see you back here on January 5th at 11 o'clock.
What? No, I don't need to talk to you, Your Honor. If you don't release me, I don't need to talk to you. Let me know what day, because I already paid for this, Your Honor. Why you talk about general evaluation or what?
He's not, the box is checked.
You guys don't do any evaluation to me. I'm okay.
That was a mistake.
I speak a few days ago, and they say I'm okay. But this guy don't like me, this Mexican police in the airport, okay? Hey, I already paid for this, Your Honor. What you guys gonna do, people? Stay, go to the airport and don't buy nobody, and just go to the property. I'm from here, Your Honor. I'm from Seattle. Time.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Mr. Abreu. We'll see you back here in a couple weeks.
What? No, that's bullshit. That's bullshit for what?
Thank you, Boo. It's my birthday. Your Honor, I don't need to be here. I paid for it. He might have. He might have paid for some other things, but I don't think he paid for this one. And she didn't care. She just went on like he wasn't, screaming, yelling in the background. And this poor jail officer has to deal with it. Rocky Mountain Oysters. James, I think I'm going to pass on that one. And I don't normally say no to any kind of food. But I think the Rocky Mountain Oysters is just a bit too far for me to stretch. I don't think I'm going to do that. Let's go to another angry inmate. But first, let's start with some hair.
Last name, first name. I got you. Now stand up straight.
What's the name?
Zuri. Oh, okay.
Zuri Bonds?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Look at that hair. I love it.
All right, Ms. Bonds, your case has been dismissed at this time. I will advise it may be brought back at a later date, but it has been dismissed. You'll be released later today, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
Nothing happened. I just loved her hair.
Right here in front of the computer.
Yeah, we got 1 and 3 also.
She went already. Yeah, the first one goes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I got you, Sarah. 2 more, 6.
What's your name?
Sure.
What's your last name?
This is Cheryl Poole. What she said.
My name is Shirley King.
That's your maiden name.
Shirley King.
Okay.
That's my name.
Okay, girl.
Last name.
James, thank you.
No.
Thank you.
Shirley King.
You have a kid? I know who it is.
Did the judge hear you?
Yes, she did.
I did. I'm looking for information.
Okay. Who got the spoon?
All right, I'll try the oysters. Hi, Carrie.
Step on
Nobody? He's sleeping. It's my nap time. Oh, okay.
All right, you've been charged with battery. Your bond is $1,000. Terroristic threats or acts, your bond is $1,000. The total amount of your bond is $2,000.
They've been charged and I've been.
You got another one over.
All right, you do qualify for a public defender,
I don't need no.
and your preliminary hearing is January 30th, okay?
I'm sleeping, so I don't need anything.
Come on, Shirley King.
All right, man.
Shirley King.
Shirley King.
How you gonna charge me my joint?
Who did? Jackson.
What I need to do?
Yeah.
Bond it out. Okay, thank you.
That woman just hates everything. Now she's in jail, so I get it. I would hate everything too.
Yes, go ahead.
She's still back there yelling. Let's go to a girl who just does not listen. Arizona.
What is Miss Rodriguez going to do today?
Your Honor, her intent is to plead not guilty to this DUI offense.
Okay, Miss Rodriguez, you there?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna approve the legal defender application. So you've got a legal defender. What's your plea to the DUI?
Not guilty.
Okay, we're gonna get your trial date, young lady. That's the second time DUI. City on bail.
Thank you, Your Honor. It's always an issue for a defendant, I believe, when the prosecutor who's handling the new DUI just handled the sentencing on the old DUI a couple of weeks ago.
Oh.
So this is what we have. Ms. Rodriguez is 21 years old. Her first DUI conviction is from November 20th of this year. Date of offense is August 22nd. As far as the allegations in the probable cause statement, they are that the REMSA responded to a person who was a report of a person passed out behind the wheel with a car blinker on. That Ms. Rodriguez is allegedly woke up, backed her car, and struck the REMSA unit. Then she fled the scene. Not only are we looking at a DUI second charge, we're also looking at a driving on a revoked driver's license charge here. As far as her criminal history, she just has that first DUI on her history. With regards to her MPRA, she scores a 5 on that. She indicated that she's been living in Reno in the area for 10 years and her current address for 6 months. That she's been employed for 1 year. And that is all of note on that pretrial assessment report. So based on all of this, Your Honor, I believe that cash only bail is appropriate in this case. I'm going to ask for $5,000 cash only. And that if Ms. Rodriguez can't make that bail, that she'd be required to submit to enhanced supervision and a scram device, obey all laws, no drugs and alcohol, and that she can't drive unless it's legal for her to do so. Thank you.
Okay, all right. Miss Rodriguez, what's your plea to the DUI?
Not guilty.
Okay. Mr. Edgerton, what's your thoughts on the release?
Yes, Your Honor. I also thought that 5,000 was an appropriate level, although I was going to ask for that to be bondable. I think that a scram or an OSM is appropriate. I think enhanced supervision is appropriate. So we're basically just quibbling over cash versus bondable. And I think that basically goes to the question of ability to actually pay as opposed to that security. I would ask if Ms. Boites Tanner happens to know how Ms. Rodriguez performed pre-trial in her old case, because I think that what we might be dealing with here is an ability to comply when we're under watch, and then things get a little bit more difficult because maybe we didn't give her quite as much structure as we needed to in the last resolution. Do we know if we had any pretrial violations in the older case, Irma?
I am looking right now. Kyle, give me just 1 second. Nothing jumps out at me, but that doesn't mean much with
Sure.
the number of cases we handle. One moment, please. Ms. Carrillo or Ballard, can you please also help me out to see if you can pull something out on Odyssey?
Okay.
I would appreciate that.
I'll be right back.
What do you need us to do?
Were there any pretrial violations on the DUI first case that she was just sentenced on in November?
Donna's looking.
Thank you. And just in my cursory review, I see that there was a pretrial violation on that case on September 13th.
Understood.
Yeah.
Can I talk?
No, not yet. Anything else, Mr. Edgerton?
Do you want to know what the
No, Your Honor.
position was?
Yes,
Yeah, go
please,
ahead.
Ms. Ballard.
One moment, it's coming up. It says missed OSM, had a missed OSM, positive OSM, missed OSM, then positive OSM. Let's see. Yeah, all, so 4 events. So I missed the OSM, positive OSM, missed OSM, then positive OSM.
Thank you.
That help you out, Mr. Edgerton?
It does, Your Honor. I think it, it shows that we're having difficulty complying. Our request is still for 5,000 to make it bondable and give her the opportunity to be on enhanced supervision.
Okay. Miss Rodriguez, I'm going to make it $5,000 cash. I'm normally a very reasonable guy, but young lady, you are going nowhere real quickly, and the next stop will be prison. No, you will be quiet and you'll listen to me. You probably don't listen to anybody, and that's your problem. Do you understand that? Okay. It's going to be $5,000 cash. You make that bail, you get out of jail, you go down to Reno Municipal Court. You're going to be placed on enhanced supervision, a scram unit, obey all laws, no drugs or alcohol. I'm going to give you an attorney, young lady. Now, while you're in jail, you might want to think about, you're fortunate because I run probably one of the best specialty courts in the state for people like you. Miss Boites Tanner is the prosecutor, and she does an incredible job.
But his hair is nice.
You might want to think about in order to avoid jail time to get into that specialty court. Do you understand me?
Yes.
Okay, that'll be the order. Let's get her trial date and legal defender information.
Her trial date is set for February 7th at 8 o'clock in the morning. Mr. Edgerton is her legal defender.
Okay. Miss Rodriguez, I mean this without, you can tell that there's a little anger in my voice because you seem like a nice young lady from this brief appearance, but you're going to kill someone, you're going to go to prison. You better think very long and hard about getting into that specialty court. Do you understand me?
I understand.
All right. That'll be the order. Thank you.
Your Honor?
Yeah.
I do have Mr. Cross back in the courtroom if we could see him next, please.
No problem.
It's hard for me to figure out the hierarchy at this court. So there's another, and I could be wrong, there's another Judge Dracolich, which is weird because that's like not a common name. And her name is Kathleen. And I think that she's the chief judge. All right. Then we have this Judge Dracolich, and he's been a judge forever, and he knows everybody, and he's just laid back, and he's usually super kind. He just wants everybody out of jail and out of his court. But when you go through the cases of other people, they say Judge Dracolich set this bond at $10,000. Judge Dracolich set this at no bond. But I don't specify who it is. So I can't tell when they're doing it whether they're talking about this guy or Kathleen, which I don't think I've met yet. I think, all right, so she does live stream her court. However, she does it on Zoom only. And I get too nervous to to log into the Zoom to record the court sessions because I would be in the Zoom meeting, but the link is right there on her site. I just haven't done it yet. Yes, just like Judge Middleton. He knows everybody. He's laid back. You know, he's seen it all. He's heard it all. Wait, which DUI guy? That's another YouTuber. I'm late and I'm confused. Now we're both confused. Now we are both here. There was a DUI guy at the beginning of my stream, and I think he was pulled over 7 days ago, 6 days ago, and they put out the content. The news station did like an hour of the for when they pulled him over 7 days ago, and then like 4 days ago they did another hour, and then today or yesterday, I can't remember, mushes together, they did this where he was, you know, in holding, what I just showed today. So the other DUI guy, yeah, I lost the content of our chat, but that's okay. That's okay. You know what? Let's just go to an angry judge. This judge says every single thing that all of us say about audio in a court. Every single thing we all say about the audio. This is Florida.
Luis Roman Rodriguez is the next case, 23 CF 3816.
Media approved.
Why are we resetting it? I'm sorry, say it again. Oh, she said detoxing? Okay. Y'all, they're gonna have to do something better with this jail feed sound. This just isn't working at all. And it's in addition to it being ineffective, it's bothersome and it delays the court proceedings, and it's gotta get fixed. Somebody please call IT for me and tell them that if they got to go to the jail and figure out what's going on their end and work with their IT, they've got to do something. But we cannot have court where I can't even hear the public defender who's right there at the mic, and I can see pretrial release holding the microphone almost to her mouth, and I still can't hear them. I know I'm not deaf. Anybody else? Can y'all hear them? Okay, so I'm not deaf. Luis Roman Rodriguez is the next case.
Sounds like that judge is about to put IT in jail if they don't get this audio fixed. And I know because I can't capture any of this content from this judge at all. I mean, from this court at all, because you guys would hate it. I mean, it's just it's just terrible. But we've all said those exact words in our head. They got to fix the audio in this courtroom. Let's see. Let's go to Arizona. Let's go to Arizona.
$145 bond. Otherwise, we'll see her on January 2nd.
So if she's not on the bill, she stays there until the 10th, I mean,
Till the 2nd. Hi there, can you state your name?
Both Mariah Lutens.
Okay, Ms. Lutens, the address, could you give me your address, please?
Your audio is fine, don't worry.
Zip code 85940.
And then do you have a...
Your audio is fine, don't worry.
56.
Okay. How about an email address for you?
I do not have an email right now.
Do you have a phone number?
I would be using a relative's phone number, but it would be 928.
Messages only.
Okay, thank you.
The state is alleging 4 charges against you. They're all felony charges. The first one is aggravated assault. The second is resisting arrest. The third is drug paraphernalia possession or use. And the final charge is possess contraband in a correctional facility. On those charges, you have the right to remain.
How have I gotten all of those charges?
Well,
I'm very confused about all of those charges.
Well, I read a summary. I read a summary of what occurred, so I will explain it to you briefly, but I won't discuss the facts of the case with you. So aggravated assault was you resisted when they went to arrest you, and you wrapped your legs around an officer.
That'll do it.
And then you prevented their arrest by physically pulling away and trying to struggle with them.
That'll do it.
And then you had drug paraphernalia in your possession, and that was in your possession inside the jail facility after declaring you didn't have any.
No, I didn't. I did not have any.
Again, I can't discuss the case. I want to make sure, Ms. Lieutenant, you know that this is a recorded.
I didn't have anything, though. I didn't have any drug paraphernalia. I didn't.
Okay, so let me tell you what they're accusing you of having drug paraphernalia. A piece of foil that had a mark on it they're indicating use for ingestion of drugs. So those type of pieces of foil that have the marks on them, they're accusing you of having that. So that's what you're accused of. On those charges, you have the right to remain silent, right to counsel and trial. I've scheduled you for a preliminary hearing on the 2nd of January at 4:00 p.m. A preliminary hearing is where the prosecutor or the state representative will present testimony and evidence to a judge or to a grand jury to determine if there's probable cause to charge you with those crimes. If there's not probable cause, one or all of those charges will be dismissed, and that'll conclude it. If there is probable cause, the case will be bound over to the Gila County Superior Court. The county attorney has 48 hours from the date and time of this hearing, not counting weekends and holidays, to file a formal complaint against you. If they fail to file that complaint timely, then you'll be released from custody regarding the charges, but the case can be filed up to 7 years from now. If they decide to take the case in front of a grand jury that I explained to you and not in front of a judge, you'll be notified by mail to your P.O. box that you do not need to appear in court on that date, as the case is going in front of a grand jury. Your release conditions are the following: obey all orders of the court, do not commit any crimes, notify the court immediately if your address changes, do not leave the state of Arizona without permission of the court, do not possess or consume alcohol or drugs without a valid prescription, do not possess any firearms, because these are felony allegations. You could be, if you're convicted of them, then you could become a prohibited possessor. I'm placing a $7,000 bond hold on you for these charges due to the fact that you also have a Maricopa County Superior Court warrant that has a $5,500 bond. You are aware of that, correct?
Is there anything that I can do through CBI?
CBI doesn't take care of warrants, so no.
Oh, Well, no, that's not what I meant by that, but
What did you need to?
because I have that warrant because of probation.
Correct. Right. So as soon as you're done with our charges, then you'll be released on our charges, and then Maricopa County will want to see you, and they'll come and get you, unless you post that $5,500 bond. Do you have any questions?
So it's 5,000.
The warrant for your arrest is $5,500 that Maricopa County has. You have a $7,000 bond hold on these local new charges at this court, so that's $7,000 plus $5,500. Being that you're held in custody on our local charges, you have the right to a court-appointed attorney if you cannot afford to hire one. Can you afford to hire a court-appointed attorney? All right. You can't afford to hire your own attorney? Okay. All right. I'm going to read you ask you some questions from a financial questionnaire. I need to administer an oath to you. Please raise your right hand. Your other hand. Do you solemnly swear the information you're giving the court regarding your financial information to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Want to repeat all that?
Yes. Do you solemnly swear?
I do solemnly swear
No,
to...
no, you don't have to repeat it. You just have to say, yes, you will provide the truth.
I will provide the proof, or the truth.
Okay.
Sorry.
What is your marital status? You can lower your hand.
I'm single.
Okay. How many other people do you financially support?
No one.
Do you have a job?
No.
Do you have income from any sources?
No.
Okay. Do you receive income from Social Security, disability, unemployment, child or spousal support, or any other investments?
No.
Do you own a house?
No.
Do you have any bank or retirement accounts?
No.
Do you have any outstanding loans?
No.
Do you have any monthly expenses?
No.
Okay, the court does qualify you for a court-appointed attorney. Your court-appointed attorney will be Ron DeBrigida. He'll only be assigned to your case if that complaint is filed within the 48 hours I was explaining to you about. If not, if that complaint is not filed, again, you'll be released on our charges, and then the case can be filed up to 7 years from the time of your arrest. Once the case is filed, then your attorney will be assigned at that time, unless your financial situation changes. Do you understand?
Yes.
Do you have any questions?
Is there any option for CBI to be a release option for me to be able to have?
Well, what do you need to talk to CBI for?
Well, I was trying to get evaluated mentally.
Well, I mean, you can have, if you're asking to be evaluated, they'll come to the jail cell and evaluate you, but they're not going to release you. You're not going to be released unless they do what they call level 1 treatment, which is forcing you to go into a secured facility. It can't be that you want to all of a sudden get counseling so you can get out of jail. That's not how it works.
Yeah, no, that's not what I was meaning.
If you're wishing to receive some counseling, to be screened, then you can talk to the detention staff and see when they get a moment to call them down to come talk to you, and then go from there.
Okay.
Any other questions?
No, thank you.
Okay, that'll be all then.
All right, I hope you can hear me because I just accidentally yanked my cord out playing with my kitty. Anyway, we got one more, and nothing really bad happens here. He's just a bad guy. Just a bad guy. Yeah, she does seem out there. She seems, you know, I don't know. I feel so bad for her, but I think she's doing a lot of this to herself, and I don't know. I guess she's just gonna have to go through the jail, I guess, to learn. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, definitely lost, Carrie. She's lost. But, yep, I don't know. We'll see what happens to her. She has to go to Maricopa yet next, right after she gets out of here. And she's not getting out. I mean, there's no way she's coming up with bail. There's no one to give her bail. I don't even know what she's going to do. But, yes, yeah, she is an addict. And maybe that's her road to redemption. Because she's an addict, they'll get her into a drug program and then, find her housing and find her employment. That's the best that could happen for her. This next guy, there's no redemption that I can see. We'll see. He's going to be in Judge McConaughey soon. So this is just like the preview of what we're going to see in Judge McConaughey's court.
Not only you here on 2 criminal matters, but you're also here on misdemeanor matters. These are misdemeanor matters that you failed to appear. You're going to get a personal bond. Nobody has to pay any money for these misdemeanor matters. Do you want?
Just so you know, all these misdemeanors that she's about to line up for us, they are all PR bonds. None of these he has to pay any bail or bond for, these misdemeanors.
Understand that, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what they are in a minute. Maximum penalty on each misdemeanor is up to 93 days jail and or $500 fine. Let me tell you what they are. Mr. Robinson, first ticket is P1185095. Count 1 is driver's license never acquired. Count 2 is driving under a untitled vehicle. Count 3 is no insurance misdemeanor. Next ticket is P1257067. Count 2, driver's license expired. Count 3 is driving under a untitled vehicle. Next ticket is P1261942. Count 1, driver's license expired. Count 2 is no insurance.
Sorry, I got my criminals mixed up. There's another one that I'm not showing today. I don't even know if I got. He had a long list of misdemeanors that was larceny and assault and domestic violence and DUI, and they were all misdemeanors, and it was all of them he got a PR bond for, but it is not, in fact, this guy. Sorry.
Misdemeanor. Next ticket is P1263988. Misdemeanor is driver's license expired. Last ticket is P14024441. The misdemeanor is driver's license not valid or improper license. Understand the maximum penalty, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
When enter plea of not guilty, court date is January 25th, 2024. Pre-trial in courtroom 334. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say orally or in writing, it can be used against you in a court of law. Right to an attorney, have that attorney present during questioning. If you're unable to afford an attorney, one will be appointed for you, court expense. Understand those rights, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that takes care of your criminal matter. Your misdemeanor matters. So let's go with, you have 2 criminal matters, sir. Okay,
yes, ma'am.
Let's do with the first one. You're going to have the same court dates, 70. Let's do the one, case number is 23060570001. That is assault with intent to rob while armed. Next case is 23060570201. And that is count 1 is carjacking. All right, please say your full name, sir.
DeAndre Cortez Robinson.
Thank you, sir. All right, you have an attorney? Counsel Kirkland?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Kashava Kirkland on behalf of Mr. Robinson, who has been advised of his rights, which is to stand mute and waive the formal reading.
Thank you. I'm going to enter plea of not guilty. Court dates are January 2nd, 2024. Probable cause conference, followed by preliminary examination, January 8th, 2024. Both matters are in front of Judge Sabri. Understand that, Ms. Kirkland? Understand that, Mr. Robinson?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Mr. Robinson, some bond conditions. One, in both cases, you're not to possess any firearms or any other dangerous weapons. You understand that, sir?
Ma'am.
Also, in one case, you are not to have contact with a Derek Long Jr. On the other case, you're not to have contact with Clarence Hurt. When I say no contact, that means no person-to-person contact, no contact with third parties, no phone calls, no emails, no text messaging. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now, I don't have a key history. Under Mr. Robinson, where Mr. Long is the complainant, I just noticed assault with intent to murder. I do believe that probably should have gone at least second, however it is, but that's all right. All right. Who's for the people?
Lisa Coyle, appearing on behalf of the people, Your Honor.
Go ahead, ma'am.
Your Honor, would you like me to do these both together? I think it would be appropriate regarding the bond that I'm going to be requesting on both matters separately. I would be asking $2 million cash on both files, Your Honor.
Okay, go ahead, ma'am.
Okay, I will and the reason I'm requesting is Mr. Robinson's criminal history begins in 2011 with the CCW that he pled guilty under HIDA. In also 2011, he also has two more CCWs under HIDA. In 2013, he had a larceny from a person in which he did 1 to 10. 2014, he had a larceny misdemeanor. In 2014, he also picked up a felon in possession, felony firearm. I believe he got 5 months on the felon in possession and 2 years on the felony firearm. Your Honor, in this matter, I'm going to start with a case involving the September 23rd of this year, assault with intent to rob armed regarding Mr. Long. Mr. Long had attended a block party on Washburn, and that area is I'm mentioning it for a particular reason because this is where a lot of this activity is taking place. The complainant was sitting in a truck with the witness when the defendant came up with the gun, stated, "Bitch ass, run me everything." Said this is not a game. The complainant raised his wrist to give his watch over to the defendant, and the defendant began shooting. The witness, who was also in the vehicle, heard 2 shots. The victim in this case was shot in the arm. The witness has identified the defendant as the shooter in a photo show. Then we move on to June 28th of 2023, Your Honor, and that's about 11 o'clock in the evening. The complainant in that case, Mr. Hurt, had attended a block party shooting. He was shooting dice and drinking. In that matter, he was winning, and a woman who was unhappy with that fact happened to be the complainant's mother, and she was armed with a weapon. He is alleged to say that she called her son, the defendant in this matter, to come and rob the complainant. As he was getting into his 2015 Jeep Cherokee, the defendant approached him, pulled out a gun, and ordered him out of the car. He then began pistol whipping the complainant while stating, "You're fucking with my mama." And then the defendant took his glasses, his watch, his wallet, his keys. The complainant fled on foot while the defendant was shooting at him. The complainant was shot in his foot. He then called the police when he reached a place of safety. On the 17th of September of the same year, the complainant, through his own digging of his own, found who shot him by looking through Facebook and other social media outlets. And he then told the police that he recognized the defendant. The officers then did some very fine police work. On the 18th, they researched social media as well. They ID'd the defendant as being from the bully gang member. He was posting himself with multiple guns and referencing what he would do to get money. On the 29th of September, the complainant identified the defendant in a photo shop. He is also a suspect in another non-fatal shooting, and that is that same area that the complainant identified the defendant in a photo show. They ran his address. This address is acquainted with numerous police runs for assaults shot spotter runs, shots fired, block parties, and many shell cases have been found in this location. They've had problems with squatters at that location, people firing shots. In a non-fatal shooting that's under investigation, a third person, which a witness kicked out the defendant, is being present at the party and approaching that victim's vehicle. Your Honor, based on this type of activity presently and based on his past criminal activity, which are assaultive, involved, we have the larceny from a person, and we have 4 gun cases, the FIPFF, 2 CCW, that one has a gun, and a 20, so he had 3 guns in 2011 and a gun in 2014. Your Honor, based on, and both these cases involve shooting victims. He not only carried a gun, displayed a gun, used a gun to get property, he also then shot people. So he is a danger to the community. He's also a flight risk, Your Honor. Based on the type of charges and what he's looking at, also a felony, he's looking at life offenses. He's looking at felony firearm second, which carries a mandatory 5 years flat consecutive to these offenses. Your Honor, based on that, I'm asking for the $2 million cash bond in both these matters.
Okay, now I have to apologize real quick because the courtroom we're in, we should be seeing Steve Vincent and or Phil Reagan. And this would be so much better if it was those two. I've actually never seen this prosecutor before. It's the first time I saw her. But before you think that he's a really bad guy, you didn't even hear the defense, guys. You have to listen to the defense first. He might be a really good guy.
Okay, defense counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. I want to start by emphasizing just because someone is charged with a life offense does not make them a flight risk. And actually, given some of the criminal record that was put on the record, it actually shows that he's not a flight risk, that he does participate in legal proceedings, as he did previously in those cases that were mentioned on the record. So I would put forth that he is not a flight risk. Your Honor, we're asking for a 10% bond. We understand the seriousness of these charges. I do want to emphasize that these are allegations. He is a lifelong resident of the Detroit area. He has 1 child. I did want to let the court know that one of these allegations is alleged to have occurred June 28th of 2023. However, warrant was not entered into December 21st of 2023. The other is alleged to have been occurred September 23rd of 2023, and that warrant is not was not entered until December 21st, 2023. He's not currently, as far as I know, on have any pending cases on probation or parole. Although he does have a criminal record, as I stated, that criminal record shows us that he does know how to participate and show up to court. He's not currently employed. However, he was supposed to be starting work at Magna tomorrow, also had recently been hired. At this point, there is no amount of bond that he can afford. However, because we do understand the seriousness of these charges, we're asking for a high 10% bond. In addition, there was mention of a case where he was identified as somebody being at a party. And Your Honor, we'd ask that not be used against him. That case has not been charged. It doesn't sound like there's been anybody that identified him as being a person with a gun or shooting. It sounds like he was just one person at a block party full of a lot of different people. So we are asking for a 10% bond on this case. That way, Mr. Robinson is able to fight this case should he be able to post bond from outside. And we're not objecting to a GPS tether house arrest.
Okay, you're right.
I was wrong. I heard the defense. He's a bad guy.
Thank you, folks. I heard the representations of both sides. Counsel Coyle, did you want to add something new?
No, I was just going to remark on that third shooting. The witness picked the defendant out as being present in the party and approaching the third victim's vehicle. And that at that time, that victim was shot 2 times in the robbery, which was matching the defendant's description as well. So he's seen approaching that vehicle. The person is shot and then picked out him. So I think it's strong circumstantial evidence as well. I know these are allegations, Your Honor, but you are here to keep this community safe by setting a reasonable bond that is, in this case, it is the $2 million cash.
Okay. Something that Counsel Kirkland said. Okay, Council Kirkland, you wanted to say something else new?
Just briefly respond, just to say that, Your Honor, any danger that the court may feel he is to the community could be cured by a tethered GPS house arrest.
Thank you. Thank you, councils from both sides. Okay. And I've already heard enough, so I don't believe I need to hear any more. But the one thing that Council Kirkland indicated is that Mr. Robinson has been convicted. He knows what he needs to do. And if he's been convicted of a felony, then he knows that he shouldn't have possessed any firearms or any ammunition in this particular matter. On both matters, there's been some representations that he's been identified, that he is close, circumstantial evidence enough. I will indicate one occurred in June of 2023. The other one occurred, June of 2023. And the other one occurred in September of 2023. I do believe that one is that police officers, they're overwhelmed, but that has nothing to do with the cases. They try to take care of these cases and address as much attention as they can. But on this particular matter, okay, it's Mr. Robinson. Okay, first of all, some other bond conditions is that the location appears to be the same. So Mr. Robinson, if you're out on bond, you're not to go to 14611 Washburn Street. Do you understand that, City of Detroit? You're not to possess any ammunition of any kind. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Also, Mr. Robinson, you also understand that anything you say, you're going to give me information about the alleged facts, is that it can be used against you. So you shouldn't say anything, because your counsel Kirkland will also say not to say anything unless it is about bond conditions and court dates. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And what this court is not taking into consideration, if there is no warrant that has been signed by a judge or magistrate, court's not going to take that into consideration. What the court is taking into consideration is the charges, the allegations, information in this, his prior criminal history. And that one, he's not to possess any firearms. And so I noticed on both is that he allegedly he had firearms, and this is offense, second offense notice under the firearms. So that is a 5-year mandatory prison term in this particular matter, along with the other charges that will involve, if he's convicted, he's looking at life or a term of years. Okay. With that being said, okay, and I did read the investigative report. Okay, it indicated that Mr. Robinson was identified. Okay. Okay. So in this particular matter, one, base using the standard clear and convincing evidence. We start off with personal bond, then we start looking at all the information and we hear the representations. This court has heard all that. This court is finding that Mr. Robinson is a danger to the community in this particular matter. Okay. And I want to make sure, Counsel Coyle, are you asking $2 million per case or $2 million total?
Per case.
Okay.
Per case.
All right. With that being said, and Counsel Kirkland, just so I understand, any amount is an unaffordable amount?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Well, this particular matter is bond on both cases is going to be $2 million cash, no surety, no 10%. There's going to be a GPS tether, home arrest if he makes bond. You'd be surprised. Some people have made it. So I'm not sure if he's going to or not, but right now it's going to be $2 million cash on both cases. GPS tether, house arrest. Putting this down. And Mr. Robinson,
Yes,
I am not the last word. Letting you know that right now, because you are going to get another court date. It will be Wednesday, December 20. Let me see. December 27th.
tomorrow.
Okay. It will be 9 o'clock in front of Judge McConicle.
Yes,
We
ma'am.
will look at the bond amount and bond conditions. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So don't think that, you're gonna sit in jail because of me. You're still gonna go in front of Judge McConicle. And I need to put down all the bond conditions. So please be patient with me, folks. No. Goes. One. All right. Mr. Robinson, you can step aside. That concludes your arraignment for today. $2 million, cash, no 10%, no surety.
So don't get excited because McConaughey is never going to leave that at $2 million per case. He's definitely going to lower it. However, McConaughey really hates gun crimes. So, he's still going to have a pretty substantial. I mean, he didn't murder anybody. He shot someone in the foot. He shot someone in the arm. He has a long career. But the part about the mother, I can't even imagine. I can't even wrap my head around. I was trying to think what my kids would do if I would ask them to go rob someone, and I can't wrap my head around that because it's just so far out there. I couldn't ask my kids to go rob someone. I just couldn't, or I'd be rich. No, yeah, that's why he's like that. That's how he grew up. So we'll see McConaughey tomorrow and see what happens to him. He's gonna lower the bond, but not by that much. Well, that's all I have for today. I don't know what's gonna happen to that girl in Reno. She's 21. She got a DUI 3 months ago. Now she's in for another DUI, and she was fine. Like she was sitting behind the wheel of a car with the blinker on. It didn't say the car was running. So she probably could have skirted out of that second DUI. However, when they got up, when they were tapping on her window or whatever, she started the car and backed up into the police car and then fled. So she's definitely gonna get the second DUI, definitely. And the girl in Arizona, I don't know what's gonna happen to her because she has to go to Maricopa next. I mean, her crimes are probably drug related, so most likely they'll put her into some sort of drug court or something like that instead of hard time. This guy though, he's gonna be sitting for a while. And when the first line the defense says is, "Oh, well, he did this back in September, but they didn't charge it until December." That is not a defense. It's not a defense in any court. I've never seen that win at all, especially in Georgia. People are in jail for 600 days before they get indicted. I mean, once they start off with that. Now, Philip Reagan, he's probably going to be there tomorrow morning, and he'll probably give us a better defense for this guy. I don't know. Steve Vincent will definitely give us a better story as to the shootings. Definitely. But, yeah, I'll try to get it tomorrow. I have nothing to do tomorrow morning but look for McConaughey. All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming out. I had fun. I had a good night. I will talk to you all again. I have enough content to stream again tomorrow as soon as I have time. All right.